Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California at 6:10 a.m. as usual for you. This is the 1721st day in a row I have come to bring you morsels of a thought, of wisdom. Hopefully that we know the right thing to do, and when we do them, we create virtue. Hey, so right now I'm talking to the rules women that do the rules on Tuesdays and Thursdays. TR Thursday today. We're going to go into NYMR, not your mother's rules, the new secrets for dating now with their daughters too. Ellen Fein and Sherrie Schneider. Yay! Let's go. Where is my bookmark? Okay. Chapter 4. Do whatever you want until you are ready to do the rules. Okay? Do you know what the rules are? The rules are a way to make a man chase you if you're single or fight a little for your. Excuse me. Sorry, I squawked. Sorry. Oh, golly. I should maybe turn this into a singing show. Um, Anyway, so when you're married as a woman, you make your husband fight a little for your time because you're in motion all the time. You have a busy life, you're happy, and you are smiling at the universe all the time. And when you're single, you're doing everything except you don't have a husband yet. But it's a little harder because you have to make the man chase you. In other words, you cannot call him and you can only rarely return his calls. That's one of the rules in the original book. And it's in here too. So if you're not ready to do the rules, we're reading this chapter for you. Are you okay? Says the authors. Say the authors, when a guy you hook up with never texts you again, are you okay with that? Do you think being asked out last minute is fun and spontaneous as opposed to insulting? Do you ask guys to hang out and just shrug when they say no? Do you continue dating a guy who says he is, quote, not looking for anything serious, end quote, and who sees other women? When your mother or friends suggest the rules, do you say, I have an MBA, no one's going to tell me what to do? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then keep doing what you're doing. This book may not be for you, or at least not yet. All we can say is have fun breaking the rules while it lasts. Stalk a guy, write on his wall every day, fly to his city, text him at 2 a.m., and tell him how much you like him. Have the time of your life. Be bold, outrageous, and sassy. Act crazy and carefree. Let's face it, most college girls don't want any rules, much less dating rules. They want to do whatever they feel like. They are not thinking ring, wedding, marriage, and children, so why should they give up short term fun for long term anything? They may not even have any future plans yet. At this point in their lives, they just want to study and party and hopefully graduate. They want to experiment with sex and possibly with drinking and drugs. They are not looking for anything serious. They want to be silly and flirt with whoever catches their eye instead of waiting for the guy who notices them first and makes the first move. They are not looking for husband material. They want the option of going on booty calls when their hormones are raging. They want to run with their feelings instead of being discreet. Why follow a boring set of rules when you are young and have the rest of your life to do that? Why not have fun now and figure things out later? We totally get it. The rules are simply not for women who just want to have fun. They are for women who get hurt and depressed when a relationship doesn't work out. They are for women who call their best friends therapists, psychics, or us when they don't know how to get a guy to commit. They do not find random hookups fulfilling anymore. They want a loving, lasting relationship. If you don't feel this way yet, then definitely burn the candle at both ends. Text guys all night or hop on a plane to meet an online guy you just friended on Facebook or whose profile you just clicked on. We frequently get emails and Facebook messages from and texts from women who feel their sister or friend could really use the rules. They write, "She took back a guy who cheated on her. She really needs the rules." Or, "She's 30 and has been dating this guy for 6 years and he still hasn't proposed. She needs to wrap it up already." Or, "My coworker is in love with a married man with kids and I don't think he is leaving his wife anytime soon and I can't get through to her. I wish she would do your rules." Or we get emails, messages from worried mothers saying, that's not what they're saying. Clear my throat. Saying, "My daughter is always chasing guys and getting hurt. I'm worried about her getting a reputation. Can you help her?" We get emails from women reading gossip blogs or tabloid marriages who write, "I can't believe so and so actress visited him on every movie set and moved in with him. No wonder he thought she was clingy and dumped her. She needs the rules." We even have rules fans on Facebook who feel that the book should be handed out at birth or at puberty, or at least taught in sex education in high school. I think so too. Ying Yang's one of those people. Anyway, so the authors say, of course, we understand how they feel. It's frustrating to watch a friend or family member or beloved actress screw up her love life when there is a better way to date, but we tell them what we are telling you here. The rules are for women who want them, not for women who need them. Got it? Playing hard to get and dating with boundaries and self esteem are not easy to do. And no one is going to do it until they have been burned badly and hit rock bottom. We are reading Not Your Mother's Rules, The New Secrets for Dating by Ellen Fein and Sherrie Schneider with their daughters, two New York best-selling authors of The Rules. And I have just earlier explained what the rules are. We're in morsels of a thought. Hopefully that we gain wisdom. Wisdom is when you know what to do. In other words, when you know the right thing to do. That's called wisdom. And then if you actually do it, it's called virtue. So if you're helping yourself, that's the first step toward helping the world. Seriously. When women buy our book or get in touch with us for consultations, say the authors, it's not because they arbitrarily woke up one day and decided, "I think I want to be a rules girl." It's not because they have nothing better to do. It's because they just got hurt by yet another guy in yet another going nowhere relationship and desperately want to change their MO, modus operandi. They have endured years of pain and suffering and humiliation, and this last relationship is the final straw. The boyfriend cheated again, or the guy they dated for 5 years never proposed, or the married man didn't leave his wife, and they just can't take it anymore. I have to tell you, I actually saw somebody do this. She smiled at the mistress and said hello and was very, very friendly to her. And the next day, the mistress left her father. Ha ha. Anyway, they're okay. Back to the authors. Ella Fine and Sherrie Schneider say about women who are heartbroken. They're tired of waiting or stalking or having fantasy relationships. They're tired of instant gratification with nothing to show for it. That's what they're talking about. They're tired of being dateless to their cousin's wedding. They're tired of being dumped. See, that's who it's for. In some cases, a woman will contact us because she just met Mr. Right and doesn't want to blow it. After years of breaking rules and settling for random hookups, she finally meets a cute guy and after one kiss she has an aha moment. She realizes that she realizes that she does want a healthy, loving relationship, not just a lot of texting and sex. She doesn't want to mess it up by coming on too strong. "What are you doing tonight? I have 2 tickets to a concert." Or being needy. "When will I see you again?" She thinks, "Well, I don't want to lose this guy. I need a plan." When a woman is at this point, when she wants to stop her self destructive dating habits, she is ready for the rules. Naturally, we understand that some younger girls reading this book might have a hard time following it. They're in an environment where their friends have frat guys on speed dial and everyone is getting drunk and going on booty calls, not ending dates first. They're still figuring things out and finding themselves. Try to tell your typical college sophomore to have, quote, one drink, end quote, and to, quote, wait until she is in a committed relationship to have sex, end quote, or quote, rarely write on a guy's Facebook wall, end quote, and see how far you get. We have spoken at colleges and at seminars where young women have complained that it's hard to do the rules when everyone they know is texting guys nonstop and hooking up. But the truth is that you can still be a rules girl regardless of your circumstances or environment. You may not want to get married at 19, but you might want to be in a loving relationship in which the guy is crazy about you. The rules give you the upper hand. You have control. You don't get hurt. Now, wouldn't that be nice? College girls are not the only rebellious ones. We hear from women in their 20s who are into self discovery and following their hearts, not into thinking hard and abiding by a boring set of dating do's and don'ts. They feel that the rules are not fun or that they are not ready to do them now, maybe in 5 years. We get it. We also have clients in their 30s, 40s, and 50s who are just out of a long relationship or an unhappy marriage. They have not been on a date with a new guy in years. They call us to find out what the rules answer is to their situation, but then they are not ready to follow through. They crave recklessness. They want to act like adolescents and have 3 hour text fests and 8 hour first dates and even a few one night stands. We had one client who was determined to, quote, sow her wild oats, quote, end quote, after being married to a workaholic husband who never wanted sex. After emailing a cute guy she met online, she decided to instant message him at 2 a.m. and thought it would be, quote, an adventure, end quote, to drive an hour away to meet him at his place that weekend. They slept together and she stayed with him for 3 days. She said she didn't care if she never heard from him again because she just wanted to have fun and make up for lost time. She heard from him sporadically over a period of 3 months, only when he wanted to drive to his place. There were no romantic dinners or loving emails. After he ended the relationship by text, she was crushed. She realized that even when you tell yourself it's okay if it's just sex, it usually isn't. Women want more. So now she is doing the rules and loving it. We have some intellectual type clients who argue that the rules are disingenuous. They want to, quote, write their own rules, end quote, and, quote, let their spirit move them, end quote, to email or text a guy to or sleep with him. We tell them that this philosophy sounds good, but to call us after they get hurt and or meet the guy they really want to settle down with. And they usually do. Sometimes they do the rules by accident because they didn't really think they liked the guy. And they call us triumphantly to say, I didn't do the rules and we're engaged. But we explain that just because it was by accident doesn't mean it's not the rules. It's kind of like losing 10 pounds without really trying because you had a stomach flu. Hmm. No matter what your age, whether you are a single college freshman or a divorced 45-year-old, the rules are for you if you are tired of making mistakes with men and getting hurt or dumped. The rules are for you if you want to be in a healthy, loving relationship with a boyfriend and or future husband as opposed to one-night stands and instant message marathons. So when doing, quote, whatever you want, end quote, stops working, you'll think about doing the rules. Until then, go wild. So, we are reading The Not Your Mother's Rules. And Now with Their Daughters Too by Ellen Fein and Sherrie Schneider, New York Times best-selling authors of The Rules Too, The Rules for Marriage, The Rules Handbook, ow, and, and, ay, 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 hold on. The Rules Dating Journal. Yes. Okay. Rule number 26 is don't accept booty calls or meaningless hookups. Now we're going into not your mother's rules. Okay. The authors say 25 or even 15 years ago, before Blackberries and iPhones, booty calls were hardly an issue at all. After all, how would a guy even find someone to hook up with in a matter of seconds in the middle of the night? Unless he just stumbled onto her, how would he know what bar or party she was at? We're not saying booty calls never happened. We're just saying it was a lot more difficult to make them happen. If a guy called a girl's house for sex at 2 a.m., he would wake up her parents or her roommate, so it didn't happen a lot. Flash forward, today every girl has a GPS chip in her. Late night hookups have never been easier or more rampant. Sorry. Guys can reach out to girls anywhere, anytime. We know girls don't turn off their cell phones when they go to sleep so as not to miss any late night texts. They sleep with them on their chest or next to their pillows. Smartphones have replaced teddy bears. All it takes is where, letter R, letter U, or what, letter R, letter U, up, numeral 2. Or let's meet up. Arrangements are very easily made. So, what is the rule for booty calls? Simple. No answer. Ignore it. Delete it. If you get a late night text saying, what letter R, letter U, doing right now? Or, want to hang out? Don't even write back too tired or no thanks or anything else. Most guys will try to manipulate or shame you into meeting them through the flurry of time wasting texts that will ensue. If you write back at all, chances are you will end up going to his place, having sex, getting hurt when he doesn't text you until the next hookup, and ultimately regretting it. So don't dignify booty call texts with an answer, and definitely don't waste time worrying that you are being rude. It's rude of him to text you so late. If he really liked you, he would have made plans ahead of time, not at 2 a.m. or for 2:15 a.m. Not guys who like you think about you in advance. A booty call invitation is an insult. Don't feel flattered and don't be afraid you are offending him by not answering. He doesn't deserve a reply. The bottom line is that a booty call will not lead to real dates, romance, or the closeness you crave. It may start out full of excitement, but it will leave you feeling empty, hurt, and damaged. Even if you're not looking for a husband right now, you want to be treated with respect and keep a good reputation. Maybe you're thinking, I can't help it. I like him and I think he likes me. Or I don't care if it leads to a relationship. Or it's okay if I don't hear from him again. Or whatever happens, I can handle it. Or you're thinking, I'm a big girl now, so I can do whatever I want. Or even, what's the big deal? These are all rationalizations that even the smartest young women buy into. But the truth is that booty calls simply are not good for you. It's not a question of right or wrong or a moral issue. Booty calls are bad because they don't work. They don't lead to dates, a healthy relationship, or any relationship at all. No matter what you tell yourself, you do care if you don't hear from him again, and you do want to be called, texted, wanted, and most importantly, respected the day after you are with a guy. That is why you are thinking about going through with the booty call at all. Rather than appreciating that the latest technology lets guys get in touch with them so easily, many young women actually feel flattered. Oh, he's texting me at 2 a.m. I must be on his mind. Alcohol and drugs can play a big part in such hookups. Jessica, a college sophomore, has never gone on a booty call sober because she makes poor choices only when she is wasted. Yet another reason to limit yourself to 1 or 2 drinks when you go out, as we strongly suggest in rule number 21. You need a clear head to turn down a good looking athlete or the VP of marketing late at night. These guys are used to girls throwing themselves at them. They rarely get off the stove. No! Sorry. You're not supposed to be on the stove. Sorry. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, yeah. Vinegar on the floor. That's okay. Don't worry. Uh, okay. You need a clear head to turn down a good looking athlete or the VP of marketing late at night. These guys are used to girls throwing themselves at them. They rarely, if ever, hear the word no. They can probably talk you into meeting up with them for a late night tryst, so it's important not to give them the chance to. Being under the influence will make it more difficult for you to ignore them. Another factor contributing to the frequency of booty calls, especially in college, is proximity. There are so many house parties, fraternity parties, pregame and tailgating parties, post bar parties, but you're never too far from home. Clearly, you have to exercise a lot of self control not to hook up meaninglessly. If you are serious about turning down booty calls, you might want to find other rules girls to support you who can reach out to you. Sorry, to support you whom you can reach out to if you're feeling weak. Maybe you can seek her out at a party if you feel tempted, or ask her to keep an eye on you. Sometimes good girls make bad choices when it comes to men. Yeah, ooh, it's a little longer than I expected. Oops. Oh, okay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, okay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, here's the part I'm going to read now. The part is in the end where, how do guys feel about girls who go on booty calls? We polled hundreds of guys in college and beyond. Here's what some had to say. In college, everybody talks, and with cell phones, word travels fast. No guy will respect her. They'll think she's too easy. I don't have to work that hard to see her and move on to someone else. Or if they do text or call again, it's just to do it again. They're easy, not girlfriend material. No one wants to date someone who has been with all their friends. I hope these girls are gone when I wake up. I would never touch her sober. It's bad. A lot of times it's the girl texting guys at 2 a.m. and it's never to talk, only to hook up. She will write, "Hey, what are you up to?" or "Where are you?" And my friends and I will laugh because we know she means I want to have sex. One girl sent me and my friend the same exact text saying her roommate was out, so she had the room to herself, but we were sitting next to each other when we got it. Neither of us went, obviously. Advice: no guy wants to date a 2 a.m. booty call girl. They want to date the girl who won't come over. I think it's a perfect situation for a guy who's not looking for a relationship. You have a sex buddy who's more than willing to sleep with you and more than likely thinks you are serious about her. If not now, then one day. Ooh. Right? Yeesh. Oh my God. Furthermore, it doesn't matter who the guy is. Booty calls are never good for you. Girls end up wasting time and living in the past and having a fantasy relationship instead of moving on and meeting new guys. It's not that bad things always happen on booty calls, but that sometimes nothing happens, which is what's bad. You don't go the extra mile to meet someone new. It doesn't lead to a long-term relationship. It's just instant gratification and then pain. Waste of time. The rules are all about long term gratification, not a quick night of fun followed by pain and regret. When you're a rules girl, you know what a date is and you know how you deserve to be treated. It's not just about ignoring late night invitations, but also about holding out for a healthy rules relationship. Ta da! Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. Old Kinderhook!